morning. Welcome to the show. I am your buddy, Tenny. N6 is not here today, so it's going to just be me and you guys watching at home from the comfort of your living room or your bedroom, hopefully your office as well, because we're hoping that, we can distract you from 10:30 in the morning at work. But don't get fired, all right? All right, so this is the Buddies Show. Dude, it's every weekday, 10:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. And, this is how it goes. All right, so usually the show kicks off with Today in History, and we're going to kick it off as DOS. Did you see my grandmother English as DOS? Anyway, Today in History is Lighthouse Day. Today is Friday, Turn Up Day. So it's Lighthouse Day in history today. It's pretty cool, isn't it? The lighthouse. Everybody has a little story about. Did you ever watch movies? You see that big giant lighthouse. They don't have that in Nigeria because we're not very lighthousey and romantic. But you know how those teenagers will go up to the lighthouse and have their first kiss and. It's just in my head. I read too many books. But anyway, Today in History is Lighthouse Day. So for us in Nigeria who don't have a lighthouse in the middle of the sea, just up there waiting to see everything, I think you should just light a candle in your house and just light it up and just call it Lighthouse. I don't know if you get me. All right, so I think that's what you should do, actually. So Lighthouse Day, go ahead and enjoy it. Light a candle, light a lamp, light something in your house, a rechargeable lamp. And enjoy Lighthouse Day, all right? Okay, now it's time for the stories. First story of the day, wish you were here. ISIS released bizarre jihad holiday brochure for cheap package deals to Islamic State. Isn't that crazy? So the ISIS, they just released a bizarre jihad holiday. Let me bring you up to speed on this one, all right? Wish you were here. ISIS released this bizarre jihad holiday brochure. They have published an online tourist guide advertising the Islamic State. Creepy. The brochure includes shots of the jihadists swimming in an Olympic-sized pool. Others show beekeepers at work, fighters diving into the river, and also a mobile phone app has been created to help people download the images. It's all very sick. It's like, it's ISIS sick. You know that kind of sick where the sickness is like all the way up to the top. But anyway, indeed, if you're looking for some fun and some sun and, jihad, the ISIS has published this craziness online, a tourist brochure, as they call it, and in a bid to rebrand the Islamic State as a holiday destination. Now, my question for you is, are you heading to... Are you going to go there for holidays, really? All right, so anyway, away from the beheadings and pushing homosexuals actually to their death, the ISIS people are now trying to tell you, you can come on holiday with us. We've got this nice place for you to come and get your head chopped off, and that will be the perfect holiday, and you can now go up to heaven and tell God why you got there in the first place. So, this is crazy. If you want to check it out, actually, I think you should go online and check it out. It's really sick. But anyway, so the ISIS travel guide also features tranquil shots of jihadis enjoying a swim and all that other stuff. Nah, I don't think so. And they also actually have a farmer's market. Now, I'm a fan of a farmer's market, but not in an ISIS. Imagine what will be at that market. Anyway, let's moving on to the next story. Kelly Osbourne is in the news. Kelly Osbourne is the daughter of Sharon Osbourne and Ozzy Osbourne, who was a rock star. Remember Ozzy Osbourne? Now Kelly Osbourne attacked for racist Trump remark about Latinos. Now, this is pretty dope. So let's talk about Kelly Osbourne for a second. Now, I like Kelly Osbourne. She's one of those girls who's also got pink in her hair, and she's pretty dope. So, but racist remark, Donald Trump, this is starting to sound like something out of a fairy tale that I would enjoy, because I love to take the piss on Donald Trump. But anyway, guess who will be going to clean your toilets? Kelly Osbourne attacked the racist Trump's remarks about the Latinos on The View before melting down during the commercial break. Now, during Hot Topic segment about Donald Trump's poll numbers with Latinos, Osbourne infuriated Rosie Perez with her racist flub, apparently. Kelly said, if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet? Donald Trump. That's what she said. Why do you say that? My goodness, next to a Latino woman. Now, Kelly became hysterical during a break from the live broadcast and wept over fears that she will now be seen as racist. I mean, your comment is not really helping matters. I mean, if you're trying to take a shade at Donald Trump for having been racist, your comment is starting to sound a bit too racist for me, but there you go. Now, also, you know, remember earlier in the year, she had that little stint with Juliana Rancic on Fashion Police, where Juliana called that other girl, Zendaya, that her hair smelled of patchouli and oil, her dreadlocks. So having had that kind of thing, Kelly Osbourne was in the news and saying, oh, she hopes that she's not seen as racist, and she's hoping that the Latinos understand, and it wasn't taken out of context. But I'm not even Latino, and I think that's really, you know, it's a bit racist. What do you mean by who's gonna clean your toilets? What? Americans don't clean toilets? You people need to stop this craziness. All right, so let's move on to the next story. Do you know which one is not a dinosaur? We will tell you all about this, or I will tell you all about this when we come back from the break. Keep it here, don't go anywhere. We're your buddies, and I'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm Tenny, and I'm your buddy today by myself, but you get to share in the buddy as well. Now, how you can follow us on the internet is very simple. All you have to do is head over to our Twitter page. Actually, all the pages I'm gonna actually name to you all use the same name. So it's a Facebook, Twitter, and also the email. It's all Cool TV Buddies on Facebook. If you like us, it'll be at Cool TV Buddies. And of course, if you follow us on Twitter, it will be at Cool TV Buddies. Use the hashtag #TheBuddies, and you can send in a tweet, make a comment. If you like the clothing, if you like the stories, what you think about the stories and all that, you can do that on Twitter as well. And of course, there's a Cool TV app you can download on your app store or your Android. All you have to do is just go to your store, download the Cool TV app, and you can watch us on the go, and also catch our reruns on YouTube /Cool TV, because we've got our YouTube channel there where all the other shows are playing as well, and you can catch the old episodes that you probably missed because, you know, one thing or the other. All right, so there you go. Now, before the break, I told you about a little something that was happening in Australia. I gave you a little hint, so let me bring you up to speed on what I was talking about. Now, Australia's version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the last episode that aired got the entire world, I have to say. If you didn't hear about this, then maybe you just sort of like under a rock, and I don't blame you, but it's fine, I'll tell you. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Australia aired, and it was mostly about couples, and couples were paired, and they had a better chance of winning the money. But the question that was asked and the reason why they passed on it is the reason why the whole world was talking about it. Let me tell you. So the question was pretty much directed to restaurateurs of the West Australian, and they when the host Eddie Maguire asked them to identify which one of the animals was not a type of dinosaur. Now in the list, it had the Stegosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Tessaurus, and also, he asked them which one of these is not a dinosaur. And this is what the couple said. The couple said, I think we'll pass because I'm not sure if the Tessaurus is the one that's not a dinosaur. Now, if you read and you're an English language type person, you know that the Tessaurus, that's like how you find words. Like, that's like that's the dictionary. So this is the reason why everyone in the world just went, what do you mean? That's not a dinosaur. That's like the English language, like the dictionary. So that got everyone buzzing. And they actually did lose after that question, after they passed on that question. So it was really funny. And I think we got a clip of it. Yeah, we do. So we're going to show you that. So, you know, basically that's what happened with these people. It is funny. I mean, how dumb can you be, though? To go on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and then you answer, that's like, All right, moving on to the next story. Did she eat her victims? Serial killer. This is a question directed at a serial killer. Did she eat her victims? Now, Tamara Samsonova, who is a 68-year-old suspected of a series of murders in St. Petersburg, the Granny Ripper, that's what they're calling her, rightfully so, because she's 68. The Granny Ripper is thought to have dismembered and beheaded 11 victims. Lord have mercy. Now, Samsonova wrote down terrifying details of murders in her personal diary. And you have to be really sick to keep a diary of people you've killed. All right, so police now fear that she also is a cannibal and she ate body parts of her victims. It's bad enough she's being called the Granny Ripper. The serial killing Granny Ripper confessed to 11 murders in a gruesome diary and may have eaten her victims. This is what police in Russia are saying. Tamara Samsonova is 68 currently and is thought to have beheaded and dismembered most of her victims after she reigned terror for 2 decades. She did this for 2 decades and they just found out now. I mean, talk about police, right? So she was arrested last week after being filmed by CCTV cameras near her home in St. Petersburg, removing the body of her latest victim in a black plastic bag. Now, detectives are suspecting that the former hotel worker also ate some body parts that she removed from people that she killed, chopping off their heads, arms, and legs. Is this not giving you any reason for concern? Like, this is a woman we're talking about, right? Leave everything aside. It's a woman. Women don't normally do stuff like this. Ugh. Now, in particular, Samsonova has a penchant for gouging out and eating lungs, apparently. She eats the lungs. This is what the claims are saying. Now, after they asked her if she was a cannibal, the source from the police said it has not been excluded that she actually is a cannibal. So not only was she killing people in St. Petersburg for 2 decades, which means over 20 years, and she was currently just killing, putting a body in a body bag and sending it out of her apartment, she's eating the body parts as well. 68-year-old Russian woman. Who pissed you off? Like, who pissed you off when you were younger? That's what my question is for her. Who annoyed you? Because whoever that person is, we should go tell that person, listen, go and apologize, because this is terrible. Who messed you up so badly? Anyway, so good news is she's in police custody, and, I'm hoping that the Russian police will do what they need to do and make sure that justice is served for all those people that have been killed over this time. Time for us to move on to our Make Your Day video. I like this particular Make Your Day video because, I'm really into girl power type thing. And if you know me, I'm all about that girl power life. But anyway, here we go. It's Taylor Swift's Bad Blood video featuring Kendrick Lamar, which has been nominated for over 7 Billboard Music Awards. So let's take a look. We'll be right back. I really like Bad Blood. Apparently that song is about Katy Perry, having had some sort of a problem with Taylor Swift. They never confirmed it or denied it, but that song is probably about Katy Perry. I can't wait for them to have like a little singer's stint, sort of like Meek Mill and Drake, but like for pop stars. Katy Perry, we need a reply for that video and that song. Anyway, there you go. That's just my dreams that I have privately. All right, thank you guys for watching the show. This is the end. This is the end of the Friday show. Make sure that when you go out today, you have all the fun that you possibly can. But if you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Get yourself a designated driver. All right, someone who doesn't drink, who is in your clique, who can drive you home, all right? But then make sure that you do have fun because, we work all week. We need to turn it all the way up, all right? My name is Teddy. Thank you for watching the show, and I will see you on Monday. Goodbye. God bless you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
So, did you like what you just saw? I know you did. It's very simple. If you want to see more, just subscribe to our channel right now.